Well, Mr. Rocky, Isaac and Yana come back again to you, my listeners. My listeners, if you are interested in joining our program, you can contact our number 0812349393990. 0812349393990. Okay, Mr. Rocky, it is your time, Mr. Rocky, because you are our
Leader.
our leader, and our majesty.
Our almighty.
Not almighty. So now, Mr. Rocky, this case for you, Mr. Rocky.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
May I know your name, please?
My name is Tito Maisawijaya.
Okay. Ito.
Yes.
Who gave you that name?
My parents.
Your parents.
Yes.
And what is the meaning of Ito?
Tito. Tito. Tito.
Tito.
Yes.
Toto.
Yeah.
Tito.
Adiknya
Tito.
tadi.
Tito, what is the meaning of your name?
It was a name from my deceased grandpa.
My?
Deceased grandpa. My deceased.
Late grandpa.
Late grandpa. Late grandpa.
I see. Grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay. Tito,
Yeah.
the first time when you came to my studio, what is your impression?
It's a radio studio. It's my first time getting into a radio studio, so I'm quite impressed.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Now, the topic that we are discussing today is about the ideal, safe, and healthy environment. What I'm asking you about safe, let's say that everybody dream to have, safe and healthy environment, right? And you, for example, you live with your brother.
Yes.
Do you think your environment is safe and healthy?
Yes. It's quite safe and healthy.
And are there many trees along the street?
Yes.
Are there a lot of trees inside the housing complex?
Yes. There's a lot.
Right. Okay.
There's many.
So I think is your house free from pollution?
Not quite, because usually at the day and night there's usually cars and motorcycles passing by. A lot of motorcycles and cars passing by. So
Are there many factories along the road to your house?
no, but it is near a highway, a shortcut to a highway at the back.
I see. So there will be no factories.
There's no factories nearby.
So you're very lucky to live far from the factories.
Yes.
And now the next question for you: do you think that if you live in a bad environment, so imagine what will happen?
A bad environment. For what example? What kind of example?
Yeah, maybe you can give if you live in a bad environment, how much does a bad environment influence your life?
Probably if it's in a bad environment, I could be quite unhealthy because of a bad pollution. There's no trees, and also probably not very. What do you call it? Not very talkative, I guess, because there's bad interactions with people, as there's bad environment, right? Bad interactions with neighborhoods. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a student of Sena High School 15, right?
Yes.
Other student, do the student speak English like you?
Yes. Some are more proficient than I am in speaking English.
Yeah, that's great. So I think so. That's why the school is becoming good example for all Sena High School in Surabaya.
Yes.
Long time ago, when the mayor of Risma,
Yes.
I think they came to that school, and that school become a good example for all the senior high school in Surabaya. So one day, if you are graduated from that senior high school, will you continue or will you stop for a while, work or I don't know. I just want to ask you about. You want to continue your study?
In English, study in English.
Yeah, I mean, after you graduate from
future
senior
plan.
high school 15, will you continue your study?
Yes,
Where?
along the university.
Along the
That's what I'm
university.
hoping that is. Yes.
And international relation?
What major?
You major in what major will you take?
I'd like to major in business management.
Business management.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Economics.
Good, good. Your English is also good, like your brother.
Thanks.
Any question? Any question, Yana?
Yeah.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
What kind of question? I don't think so. Any idea? Actually, I don't think I have any question for Tito, but can you give the listeners maybe some advice?
Yeah.
Because you are very confident to speak English, so maybe for our high schooler
Yeah.
listener, any advice for them to speak English even though they are still learning to be confident in speaking English, maybe?
Yeah. What suggestion will you give to all senior high school students?
Be confident in your speaking. Like, gimana ya nyebutnya? Jadi,
Be confident.
Confident.
Never give up.
don't be afraid about your pronunciation being bad. Often speaking English often makes it makes your progress more better. If you speak English more often, then just stop just studying English and not as normal. Make more conversation with people. That's how I did it from back then. I guess I usually just talk a lot with my brother with English, using English. That's how I became proficient in. I guess that's all.
Okay, that's very great.
Yeah.
Tito, yeah.
Tito.
Thank you.
Tito, I have a question, Mr. Rocky. Let me give him a question, Mr. Rocky. So, talking about the English, yeah. Do you know actually there are many students actually senior high school, Mr. Rocky, but they don't want to learn English, Mr. Rocky, because maybe there be I think their activities or so on. So, how do you start your learning English for the first time when you want to learn when the first time you learn English? How do you start your English?
It's not like how I started. It's a habit, I guess.
Is a habit?
Yeah, I used to hear a lot of English words when I was a kid. I used to hear those kind of words like open the door, close the door. I used to shout close the door when the door is already closed on my mom, because I thought that was open the door.
Open the door.
Yeah, I just like speaking English because it's more, how do you say, I guess more expressional, I guess, for me. I'm not very good at speaking Indonesian after all.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm not
Oh.
very good.
You prefer to speak English than speaking Indonesian, right?
Yes.
So that's why your family, all the member of your family speak
Speak
English.
English.
Yes.
Your mom, dad, your sister speak
Your
English.
grandmother, grandfather,
Great.
I think only the
your
siblings.
neighbor, maybe.
Maybe.
Only the
Okay.
siblings that
Well,
love to speak English.
thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah,
Yes.
good job.
Thank you.
Well,
Jake.
that's great. That maybe next time you can join and bring your dad,
Yeah,
your mom.
Yeah,
Okay.
bring
So,
your
family.
that in your
That's
family.
okay.
And do you think that your dad and mom are listening to you today?
Yes. They
Yeah.
recorded this morning session. They recorded this morning session.
Okay.
Over there, yeah.
Maybe sometimes, Mr. Rocky, we can invite his
Oh,
lady
yeah,
mom
sure,
The
sure.
whole
come
family.
to our studio and speak. We will have the team connecting with the one family,
Yeah.
one family, Mr. Rocky.
That love to
Speak
speak
English
English.
in everyday, Mr. Rocky.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
It will be motivated many listeners, Mr. Rocky.
Yeah, sure.
I think so. So, Tito, thank you very much. For,
Any
oh yeah. What?
greetings for his
Maybe-
dad and mom?
Yeah, maybe you want to say hi to your mom or your daddy.
Can I say something to my friend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, please.
Sure.
Uh, Dan nanti kehitam jam 9 malam, oke? Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Tito.
Thank you very much.
Good
Okay,
job.
bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that we have to stop a while.
No, we can
Farah,
continue.
yeah? Okay, Farah.
Okay,
Farah,
our
you sit over
next.
there.
Yes.
I will ask you 25 questions.